Hey guys, welcome back to IteariTV. My name is Iteri. Excuse me. And today we are doing my top 25 favorite paper pads from Ollie's this year. This is a big one. This is the big deal. Okay, this is like the big kahuna because the paper pads is really what took everyone by storm, in my opinion, this year. We all know how expensive these pads are, and we were getting them for $1 and $2, $2 max. Well, sorry, the project pads were $4.99, so maybe $5 max. Now the paper pads and single sheets have well, not the single sheets. I think the single sheets are still 25 cents if you find them, but the paper pads, the prices are changing, and we'll probably see those prices continue to change if you even find any paper pads as you continue to Ollie's Hop in the month of December. I'm recording this in November, but you will see this in December. So we're going to start with my favorite paper pad that I've purchased from Ollie's this year, and this is my favorite paper pad of all the paper pads that I have. And this is an honorable mention. It is not included in my top 25 because I have featured this in my top 10 favorite items of all year. Okay, this is, of course, the Vicki Boutin Art for Everyone Love Days paper pad. I first saw this paper pad at Ollie's for $1.99, and of course, I fell head over heels for it, completely in love with it. And I love everything in the Art for Everyone collection. I do have other paper pads in this Art for Everyone collection by Vicki Boutin, and I love them all equally. But this one will have a special place in my heart just because it was the first one that I saw. I will be doing very quick flip throughs. These won't be intense flip throughs because all of these paper pads have shorts for them on my channel. You can go back and watch them. And I've already flipped through most of these items on the channel. Okay, so this is just a little rewind of some of the best paper pads, in my opinion, that I've seen this year, and some of my personal faves. There will be a follow-up video for my my other papercraft honorable mentions outside of this Vicki Boutin pad for paper pads that didn't make this top 25. So my first set of paper pads are my favorites. This is in no particular order, but Okie Dokie by DCWV is at the top of my list of one of my all-time favorites. It's double-sided. I never saw anyone show this before I purchased it, and I still haven't really seen a lot of people show this one. I haven't really seen anyone show this one. I'm sure someone else has found it, but I haven't seen them show it. So I knew nothing about it. And when I saw it, I was like, holy schmoly. This pad is so odd. It's very different from what I would expect from DCWV. Ooh, excuse me. You may see a lot of camera shaking just because these pads are huge. And it is double-sided. You get two of each pad. So I flipped it over so you could see the opposite side of the page here. I am doing it horizontally just because it's easier. These pads are huge and these pads are heavy. This is one of my favorite pads because it's so creative, and I haven't seen anything like it. So Okie Dokie by DCWV. I have not seen it in any other Ollies since I saw it at that one particular Ollie's I was at, and I absolutely love it. Another one of my faves is Confetti Party by DCWV. I only have one of these. I was never able to find more than one. All of these paper pads are coming in at $1.99, by the way, from Ollie's. And I was never able to find this one again. I only found one of these, Confetti Party by DCWV. Just absolutely gorgeous and double-sided as well. I love this. There's so much care that goes into these DCWV papers. I'm always just highly impressed by DCWV. And I fell in love with paper this year. I didn't even know I was ever going to fall in love with paper until this year. And now I have like favorite paper companies. So this is Confetti Party by DCWV in the top 25 for sure. One of my favorite paper pads. C.S. La Vie by Park Lane. This one is gorgeous. It includes vellum and paperback linen papers. You have your solids in the back, and it's double-sided as well. There is a short that I have for this one. You have a lot of specialty papers in this one. You have a few vellums. This one came out. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous pad if you were lucky enough to find this one. Very pretty. And this is probably one of my favorite Park Lane pads. If I had to choose a favorite Park Lane pad. I like a lot of the Park Lane that I've gotten, for sure. But this is definitely one of my favorites. So that's C.S. Levy. It was $1.99. I also really love Recollections watercolors. This was $1.99. I love the pastel colors. These paper pads are heavy. My hands are already hurting because I've been doing other videos and dealing with other things in the house, moving things around, trying to get organized. So I'm getting a little weary, but these are gorgeous. These are one-sided, and these papers are such amazing quality for $1.99. You could have never gotten this for $1.99 in Michael's at any time, and you still wouldn't be able to, even if they put it on clearance. The Avenue by Recollections, one of my favorites in the top 25 here. Single-sided. I do have a short on this one. Very beautiful pad. This is a big heart here. I don't feel like opening that right now, but it's a big heart. I have, I think, 2 of these. The other one was open, but I just grabbed this one. Okay, Making Beautiful Memories. These are great like scrapbook pads, so you don't have to cut it. For my favorite paper pads like this, like all of these, like I don't really want to cut these up, so I'm gonna have to just scrapbook my life away because I just really don't want to cut it up. Now this Blue Promenade, I love because I have a wave puncher, so I will be using this to wave punch some ocean waves. I love this Blue Promenade by Color Book for $1.99. I recorded the honorable mentions video before this one, and I couldn't remember if I had this in my top 25, and I did. I have the smaller size in my honorable mentions. I love the blues. I just love the blues in both pads. Another one that I have in this top 25 is Park Lane Neutrals Metallics for $1.99. This is absolutely stunning. It's plain papers, but they're not really plain. They've got a metallic finish and a metallic shine, and I absolutely love them. You can't really tell, but in person is always better. So I love the metallics. These are very heavy pads. Storage is always tough with these heavy pads. And then Surfaces, $1.99 by Recollections. This is in my top 25. Surfaces, one of my favorite pads here. And obviously it looks like different surfaces. True to the name, granite, brick, laminate, wood, bath tile. This is gorgeous. This is one of the best pages out of this. And you can feel the different textures of the paper. This is just some really sophisticated top tier paper that I was blessed to come across this year. And I'm very, very grateful. Let's keep going. The top 25 is not done. I have some small ones. This Urban Street is probably in my top 5, to be honest. This is also by DCWV, no surprise. I just recently found this one, and I was hoping I would find it. I saw so many other people haul it, and I was hoping that I would eventually find it, and I did. It's double-sided like most DCWV pads are. I don't think I've picked up a DCWV pad that isn't double-sided. Probably one of my top 5. Wild Floral. I love this pad by DCWV. Again, of course, it is also double-sided. A lot of people have mixed feelings about this pad. I guess it's too funky for some people, but it's perfect for me. I love it. It's definitely different. It's wild. It's odd. It's unconventional. It makes a statement, and it's one of my faves. And that's why it's in the top 25, because it deserves to be there. Mostly anything DCWV deserves to be in this top 25. I love the smaller pads. I really wish I could have found more smaller pads just because it's easier for storage. This is Flower Nook by DCWV. All of these were $1.99. This one is not open, but it is also double-sided. I think I have a couple of these. I thought I gave this one away, honestly, but I didn't, which is good. My other one that's open, I don't know where that one is unless I gave that one away. But this is one of my favorites. So I can't imagine that I would have given it away. But I have paper pads everywhere right now. I'm getting my storage organized. Hooray! I was really, really happy to find Hooray because this has a dedicated llama page in it. It's single-sided. This is by Crate Paper. It's single-sided. Happy birthday to you. So this is the dedicated llama page. And I love the confetti page. I love all the pages in this. Look at that. So cute. All the animals. I was really excited to find this one. This was a late find for me too. Other people had found this one and I hadn't been able to find it. So this was a late find for me as well. Then I threw a Damask Love paper pad in here. This is the only Damask Love paper pad that I think I've been able to find. And I've given one of these away. It has a envelope template liner in the back. I thought this one was open, but I do have a short on these. So if you want to see the whole thing, you can go ahead and go back and look at it. There are some sweets, some cookies in here, some breakfast pages. And they give you an envelope tracer to trace an envelope insert. So you would put the insert inside your envelope and you would use one of these cool pages as an envelope insert if you made an envelope or had a plain envelope that you wanted to spice up. That cookies page is one of my favorite pages. She also has recipe cards in here. Yeah, this page is one of my favorite pages. So I only found one Damask Love pad so far in all my Ollie's hunting, which is kind of sad. But I have a bunch of other Damask Love project kits which have paper. So they have envelope paper, but I'm going to use it as paper. This Park Lane World Tour for $1.99. This is a beautiful pad. It is double-sided. I do have a short on this one. Very beautiful pad. And I love to cruise, so I love the maps. I can't wait to see what I decide to do with this. I think I want to combine this with some of my cruise stuff, because that's the only way I'm gonna get to these other countries right now is by sea, not by plane. We got Brave and Bold, Amy Tangerine. This is another great one. I thought this one was open. It's not. It's single-sided. See that metallic there. It's gorgeous. I love those butterflies. I do have a short on this one. The zebras there. High five. I love this page as well. So Brave and Bold by Amy Tangerine. And I love when you look at the back of the paper pads and you can see how you can use the papers to journal. And I follow Amy Tangerine on YouTube, and she's a great junk journaler. I like to watch her junk journal. Also in my top 25, we've got Astro Designs. These are stuck together. This is the metallic finish papers. I love really anything metallic finish. And this has the gold, the silver, and the light silver. So at the time I purchased this was $2.99. Astro Designs is always a little bit more expensive than the regular paper pads, which is fine because it's high quality paper. The Buenos Dias project pad for $4.99. I love this pad really because of that pink car, and it comes with a sticker sheet with that pink car in the front. So I do have the thickers that match this, and the Fantastico paper pad also matches this. The Fantastico paper pad will be in my honorable mentions. I purchased that paper pad from Dollar General. So it was not in this Ollie's one, but it will be in my honorable mentions. This is one of my favorite sheets. And then these are the stickers. I love that pink car. I love all the vibes of Buenos Dias and Fantastico. Then we got Park Lane Country Home for $1.99. This includes foil, vellum, linen, and mulberry paper. So all these different things that I'm feeling when I touch these papers. I'm like, what is this? So the front tells you what some of this stuff is. Like, that feels like fabric. These are double-sided. This one is not open, but I do have a short out on it. A lot of these pads I have doubles of because they were so pretty. And it would have been crazy to walk away with just one for the price of $2. My favorite pads, of course, I'm not sharing unless I one day sell them. The only way I'll be sharing these particular ones is if I destash them or sell them for a price. But these are really nice here. They're double-sided. You can see this paper is really thin. This right here, this feels like tissue paper. Feels like tissue paper. And I do have shorts on all these, so you can go back and see flip throughs. Okay, let's eat. This was one of my favorites by Color Book. When I found this, I was so excited. $1.99. This is one of my only favorite thin paper pads. This paper is not really thin. It's not the thinnest, but it's no comparison to like these Park Lane and Recollections paper pads with the thick, heavy weight. It's probably computer paper weight. This is probably computer paper weight, but I love this paper pad in these designs. So it had to make the top 25. It was in a group of one of the first groups of paper pads that I found. And I just jumped for joy when I saw this one and found it. And I almost missed it. There were only like 2 left, I think, and I got the last 2. I love these lemons and limes and the food. I just love all the food pads. I love all the food pads. So that's in the top 25. We got Wild Heart in my top 25 for $1.99. This is by Crate Paper. This really goes with like the Good Vibes chipboard that I have. I actually thought it was Good Vibes because of how it looks, but it's Wild Heart. But it does match my chipboard stickers really good for Good Vibes. I have not found the Good Vibes paper pad, but that's okay because this is good enough for me. This matches my chipboard stickers. So that's probably what I'll pair my chipboard stickers with unless I find Good Vibes. I do have the Good Vibes card box set, so I can use those papers as well with the chipboard. Park Lane Rustic Meadows. This is a favorite of a lot of people. I only have one of these. I may have more than one, but I sent some happy mail with one of these to one of my favorite people, Miss Barbara. This was one of her favorites. And I wanted to make sure she had one. This is a beautiful pad. This is embossing on this paper. I mean, never in our lives would we be able to get this paper for $2. Like, what we have experienced this year was a miracle in the crafting community. It was just a miracle. If you were able to get your hands on these items and you were a crafter or a beginner crafter, like someone like me who had never thought about crafting a day in their lives, stumbling upon this time of life where all this stuff ended up in Ollie's for like dollar store prices, what used to be dollar store prices. Like, this was a gold mine for me, for someone like me, starting off and building up a stash. Like, I didn't have to spend a lot of money. I've spent a lot of money, but only by choice, right? So $1.99 for this Bright Splash. This is one of my favorites. I evidently grabbed some pads that were unopened by accident, but that's okay. I was ferociously looking through my stash trying to pull all these pads. It was fun, but also hectic and also very tiresome to try to round up my favorites again. We've got Glitzy by DCWV for $1.99. I love this pad. This type of glitter, this matte glitter, is just really gorgeous. It's really top tier. It's nothing really matching this, how they matted this particular glitter in this glitzy pad. I love it. I think I was only able to find one of these. That matte glitter is just chef's kiss, top tier, top tier. Then we've got Country Floral by DCWV. Glitzy was by DCWV. This is double-sided. Oh, so this was a non-double-sided DCWV pad, but it was because it was solids. But most of DCWV's pads are double-sided. Look at that. Ooh, just gorgeous. These look like wallpapers. That's exactly what these are. Woo, this is like one of my favorites. Wallpapers. These are gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. And then oh, I just really did the same thing again, didn't I? I meant to go this way. Did I mean to go this way? It's hard to know how to flip it when it's double-sided. But I do have a short for this for you to see. You guys get the point with how beautiful this pad is. Okay. And then last but not least is Poolside by Colorbook. So again, I kind of fell in love with it for the blues. This is a thinner paper, but this is really pretty. And I do have a short on this one. And I think the name, I fell in love with the name just because it said Poolside, and that's where I like to be. Warm weather by the pool, a pool on a cruise ship, more specifically. So I love these blues. I want to chop up these blues with my Wave Paper Punch. So that concludes my top 25 paper haul, my paper haul roundup. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, go ahead and put a fancy car in the comments. Let me know what your favorite paper pad is. If you have one, let me know if any of these are your favorite, or if any of these would have been in your top 10 or top 25. I do have some more roundups coming as we inch through December and get to the end of the year. I really appreciate you guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.